It's 1923 Chicago. You have got the absolute titans of the industry all in one room. I'm talking about the heads of the biggest steel company, the biggest utility company, the New York Stock Exchange. I mean, these guys were the wealthiest, most powerful men on the planet. They controlled more money than the entire US Treasury at that time. So, fast forward 25 years, you would think they would be kicking back, enjoying their fortunes, right? Nope, not even close. Almost every single one of them had a tragic ending. They are either penniless, insane, or dead by suicide. Now, jump forward to today, it is the exact same pattern. Lottery winners are broke within few years, and look at TikTok or YouTubers start who go viral, land six-figure brand deals, and buy Lamborghinis and mansions. When the algorithm changes or their 15 minutes fade, they are left with crushing car payments, a mortgage they can't afford, and no sustainable skills. The money was real, but the foundation was not. Your salary, that's just the beginning of the story. Yeah, that tragic story about those financiers point to much bigger problem. Real financial success is something that most of us just never got taught in school. Just think about it. So many people are trying to build huge skyscrapers of wealth, but their foundation is flimsy, say made out of 6-inch slab of concrete. You can have all the ambition in the world, an amazing career, but if that financial foundation is weak, the whole thing is just destined to come crashing down. And that weak foundation, it's lack of financial literacy. This is such a crucial point. We just assume that doctors, lawyers, CEOs, they just make great money because they are smart and they make a lot of it. But financial intelligence is totally separate skill set. You can have a PhD and still be completely clueless about how to manage your own money. And this is all the proof you need. More money doesn't solve your money problems. It just throws a giant magnifying glass on them. Giving millions of dollars to someone who has zero financial education, well, it's like pouring gasoline on a tiny fire. The result is almost always a huge spectacular mess. The rich spend their lives buying assets. Everyone else, they spend their money on liabilities that they think are assets. And listen, forget all the complicated definitions you learned in some accounting class. This is all you need to remember. If something is putting cash into your wallet month after month without you having to work for it, it's an asset. Simple as it. And the flip side is just as easy. If you constantly have to feed money, it's just draining cash from your bank account every single month, that's liability. At the end of the day, the only thing that matters is in which way the cash is flowing. Is it flowing to you or is it flowing away from you? Okay, so knowing the definition is one thing, but seeing how it all works in practice, well, that's where the real aha moment happens. These next few diagrams are going to show you exactly how this one simple rule is the foundation of everything. Now take a look at this diagram. See the asset down there on the balance sheet. Think of it like a little money machine. It just sits there and pumps cash up into your income box. It's actively working for you 24/7, making you more money. And there's the exact opposite, a liability. It sits on your balance sheet and it does the reverse. It creates expenses. It's like a vacuum sucking money right out of your income and sending it away forever. It's actually working against you. Let's put this into context. This diagram here is the financial story of a poor person. Money comes in from the job and it flows out to pay taxes, rent, food. There is no engine for growth because you see the asset column is totally empty. Now you look at the pattern of the middle class. This is what famously called the rat race. The salary comes in, but immediately is sent out to pay for liabilities. Things like mortgage, car payments, student loans, credit card debt, and those liabilities. They just create even more expenses, which create a vicious cycle. Getting a raise doesn't fix the problem. It just gives enough room to buy bigger liabilities and build a bigger cage. And finally, here's the core. This is the pattern of the rich And notice the big difference. Their main source of income isn't their job, it's the beautiful asset column. They spend their lives acquiring assets, real estate, stocks, businesses, things that generate income. Then they use that income to buy even more assets. It becomes a powerful, self sustaining wealth machine, and this is the path to freedom. Now I know that these diagrams can feel a little abstract. So let's walk through a super common story of how it actually plays out in real world and how the pursuit of a dream can quickly turn into a financial nightmare. You know how it goes. It starts out great. A young couple, they buy their dream house, but that dream house comes with a huge liability, a mortgage. Then comes the property tax. Then they need a new car to get their job, so new car loan. They need to furnish the house, so they put all on credit. All of a sudden, their liability column is just exploding. And every time they get a raise at work, the new money is instantly eaten up by the payment for all these new liabilities. They are stuck on a hamster wheel running faster and faster just to stay in the same place. And this brings us probably to the most conventional wisdom. What poor dad believes is that your house is your biggest asset. But the rich dad view is completely opposite because it takes money out of your pocket every single month for the mortgage, for taxes, for insurance and repairs. Your home is actually your biggest liability. You see, the real cost isn't just the money you are spending, it's the opportunity you are losing. That huge down payment, all those monthly payments, that money that could have been used to buy actual income producing assets, assets that would have been growing and paying you the whole time. By tying all your capital up in house, you don't just lose money. You lose time and you lose the priceless education you got from actually learning how to invest. So when you see it all laid out like that, how do you actually break this cycle? Well, the path forward is to just reverse the whole process. It means focusing your energy, time, learning, and money on just one thing, that's acquiring assets. This really means we have to completely rethink what wealth even is. It's not about having a huge number in your bank account. I love this definition from Buckminster Fuller. Wealth isn't money, it's time. If you stopped working today, how many days could you survive? That's your wealth. And right there is the finish line. That's financial freedom. When the cash flowing in your asset column every month is enough to cover all your expenses, you have done it. You no longer are dependent on a paycheck, you are free. So when you boil it down, the path forward is actually incredibly simple and it comes down to these three things. 1. Make your financial education a priority. 2. Master this one simple difference between an asset and liability. And 3. Spend your life and your money buying assets. And that's all brings us to the final question. The one I really want you to take it with you. Take an honest look at your financial life through this new lens. Forget whatever you have been told. What in your life is actually putting money in your pocket? And what's taking it out? Answering that question honestly, well, that's the very first step on the path of true financial freedom.